Welcome to Pop of Genius on Urban Politics. If you would like to join our community, please subscribe to the channel, like and share. If you want to support the channel or buy me a cup of coffee for my research time, Cash App $ Pop of Genius Films, and thank you for all of your support.
Much of my content will take you into a deep dive into historical. If you are familiar with my channel, you will know that this is an equal opportunity channel. This is a no hate zone. There are things that I discuss that may be about my own people, my culture, my race, my heritage. There are things that I talk about historically and current wise politically that are outside of my race or my heritage, but it's all done in love. Please don't think that I'm ever trying to come against anyone in hate. The things that I do, it is to help motivate unity and to squash out division. So you are welcome into listening into this conversation on today. Oh my goodness, there is so much I have to say about this grifter, Lilly Gaddis, and her being demonetized, and her ultimate shock of it all, that she was being demonetized for quite a considerable amount of money because of the racist rhetoric. She decided to record, edit, and release. And with all of her efforts, her racism still got her demonetized. And I'm so glad that these platforms are trying to take a stand and saying, no. Hey, you want to create content? Go right ahead. You're just helping our algorithm, our sales, our advertising sales, but you won't make a dime of it. And the grifters, they depend on this. They depend on this money to eat, to pay their rent, to pay their car note. A lot of these folks, they don't have like formal education outside of this, or they are not talented enough, witty enough, bright enough, smart enough to be able to create other avenues of income. And the world has discovered that black pain pays for the most part. And even though I'm getting away from that, I'm not going to talk about red pill and black men versus black women here in the United States, because I'm moving forward with a different message now. Now that we've got all of that out in the open, I don't want to revert back to that. I want to move forward. However, I do want to say this: with that black male manosphere, alpha, red pill, even many of them understood that using dog whistles against black women pays. It's rage. Rage pays. Rage pays more than, I heard someone just recently say, rage pays more than sexually explicit content, hate, division. And this young woman, well, she really ain't that young, but this woman who is a grifter and a racist, she really doesn't come from any type of substantial background. She's not politically connected to anyone. She stumbled on this type of fame because she was projecting. Now I'm going to let you hear what started off her little social media career, what I know of her, because before that I had never even heard of her before, and I'm pretty sure many of you had never heard of her before, with her little fake trad wife cooking social media page she had. Let's listen to this.
This time I have a beef with the male community. I give my criticisms to all because we are all about equity and inclusion here, right? So I'm sick and tired of all girls getting blamed, or like guys, certain guys, thinking that all girls are gold diggers. I don't know if it's because you get your information from those street interviews in like Miami at 3 a.m. outside of a nightclub.
Remember, I mentioned that word projection. she's projecting already in the beginning of this video. See, projection in psychology is this: you are outwardly positioning your frustrations, your truth, your disappointments, your rage. All of it is being projected, but you're doing it in a way to where it's insulting, and you're trying to create like an open-ended conversation that displays your jealousies, your angers, your defensiveness, your need for admiration and praise. You're wanting to be considered that gold woman that he looks to, that he wouldn't consider to be a gold digger, but yet you don't display those traits for him or whoever you're projecting this to recognize you valuable enough to marry you. So this is what's fueling this conversation.
You're getting the opinion of some dumb whores and immigrants fresh off the boat looking for a green card.
Wait, you talking about her? Because isn't she a MAGA supporter? And that's exactly what your first lady, Melania Trump, is. You just described your first lady. She too came to this country with a hope and a dream, and spreading it wide and laid it low. She was a registered sex worker in Holland, and she was introduced to Donald Trump through the notorious Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes, they are probably gold diggers, but that's the exception. I'm the rule. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass niggas. And they don't care. We don't give a fuck about your money. I couldn't care less about your fucking money, okay? My type is broke mechanics and surfer hippie dudes who just want to live in a shack and surf and have babies. All I ask of a man is that you're competent, you're not a pussy. If somebody broke into our house at 3 a.m., you would know how to grab a gun and shoot a motherfucker. That's pretty much all we ask. Like, that's pretty much like all girls I know. I don't know one girl who's a gold digger. So stop throwing us all under the bus.
She crazy. What was she cooking? Well, you saw all those things she was mixing up in that bowl. What surfer dude is going to eat that? What mechanic guy is going to want to come home after a long day's work or working around greasy, nasty guys all day long in a mechanic shop to come home and eat that? And that's supposed to be a trad wife? I thought a trad wife was supposed to know how to cook. But anyway, you heard her use the N-word, right? So herself and like many other grifters have found out, and they figured out how to crack the code to the money. And that is to use the N-word. And not only using the N-word, they use other racial slurs. And they don't care who they use it towards, just as long as they go viral. Just like this woman here, who's not even an American. She came over to this country, and her child was playing with another young child, black child, on a playground who happened to be autistic. And she called him the N-word because she was frustrated and didn't know how to socially handle a situation between two children. And yet they funded her community that lives off of this rage bait, funded her $600,000, just like this idiot right here went dressing in a Holocaust outfit for Halloween. Another one, this young black biracial guy. He's a black presented biracial guy. He monetized because as he was working for a Waffle House, he told his audience that he doesn't like serving black people. He hates serving the same people that look like him. As if there's not difficult white customers that come into Waffle House. As if there's not difficult Asian customers that come into that establishment. Or Latin. But no, it has to be the black people. Now, He had to learn a really good lesson, just like Lilly Gladys has to learn her lesson. Listen to this.
Every black person that walked in, it never failed. And I hated it. I hated that it never failed because I would always hope to find one black person, one black family that treated me any differently, that treated me nice. But it never happened. It never did. My TikTok account with 12,000 followers, 1 million views, and in one day, it just got banned. And it hurts. It hurts really bad, you know, because I had a lot of money waiting for me in that account that I was depending on to pay for things that I need.
As the great Lauryn Hill would say, how are you going to win when you're not right within? Who cares?
History, is that what you're saying? That they've all just landed in America, invading your white country? Is that your position?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, they were brought here technically.
My God, do you understand how dumb you sound?
This is stupid. This is stupid and racist, and at some point we have to ask ourselves, do we want to reward this kind of disgusting behavior by platforming it?
I don't disagree, Mark. Listen, I didn't know she was going to say that. I don't disagree with you.
No. Yeah. I'm with you. I don't think you knew ahead of time. I'm saying at this moment, someone who's saying it's technically black people brought up. No, technically Africans were stolen, enslaved, and they built this country. And the idea that you can justify calling a baby the N-word by saying that white people are losing the country is absurd. It's morally bankrupt, and it's honestly besides the point. I mean, all these are just distractions from the fact that she wants to justify dehumanizing and even animalizing a small black child. It's disgusting.
Nice. I saw the video where you were cooking and you said the so-called N-word or whatever. But it wasn't anything. It wasn't negative at all. It meant nothing except what you were doing. Were you surprised at the backlash about that, and how did you deal with it originally when you first heard the breakout?
Right. I mean, I was definitely surprised. I made TikToks just for me and my friends on that account. I never really thought it was going to get any attention, or I wouldn't have posted it.
Does all of that grifting, all of that rage baiting, projection, arguing, getting platforms to spread the hate, and all the while, this woman has a love for black men. This woman has an infatuation with black culture. Because why? Our key word today, my friends, and that is projection. Projection, which includes jealousy. Okay? It includes self-disappointment. This woman is mad that she did not fit a particular mold that the man that she birthed a child with. Because, and yes, she has a black biracial child. Allegedly, she did not fit this mold, this desire for him, because if he really loved her, if he really desired her, had a real attraction towards her, wanted to build a life with her, he would still be there with her. This woman she is frustrated, she is angry, and she is trying to demonize an entire race of the man that he represents. And it's really sad. It's awfully sad. She gets into really, this woman needs to be evaluated clinically, because she has taken it to a whole nother level on how she is upset, she's angry, she's jealous, she's mad, and she cannot control this man. And he has left her with a child to fend for herself, probably. Come look at this. Come look at this. Look how much more lower she gets into the muck and the mire of trying to insult black women, especially. That's how I know this has a lot to do with this man that broke her little heart. And he must have gotten into a relationship with another black woman, or has possibly gravitates to black women more. And she thought she was surprised because look what she does now.
Silence my phone because of my nails. I can't function. Okay, I cannot live. By the way, half the struggles that black women think they face, it's of their own fucking doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, like you people fight every day. You people fight every day. Could you choose any outfit and get up that's like less conducive to fighting?
Obviously, he like it because he ain't there with you.
Seriously. They wear wigs that can be pulled out. They put braids in their hair that could rip the rest of their hair out. And then they complain about having alopecia. No, it's self-induced. And then you guys fight all the time. And yet you wear massive hoop earrings. You wear weaves in your hair. You wear fake eyelashes. You wear fake nails. All of these things are not conducive to fighting, okay? So let me give you advice. Let me turn this racist stream around into something positive. Okay, black women, listen up. Listen up. A black woman is speaking. When you are fighting, when you are going to bat, a correct mindset to have is that you wake up every day knowing that every day is a fight. Every day is a potential crash out. Every day is a potential chance to chip out. With that in mind, let me adjust my cap for the billionth time. With that in mind, you must wake up with that mindset, okay? Like white girls have to manifest things, you have to manifest too. You have to manifest yourself into the ultimate super warrior, okay? You have to turn yourself into the ultimate warrior princess of Wakanda and go outside with that mindset in mind and know this. Know this to be the case. You will fight. You will dominate. You will win. Hail the black woman.
Many unbearable hours later.
Officially been demonetized on YouTube, which was my sole form of income. Aside from a few tiny little outlets here and there, YouTube was my main moneymaker. And I'm kind of stupid. I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't plan ahead. I live in the moment. I don't plan ahead. I live in the moment. I put it all out there. I'm an open book. I live with my heart on my sleeve. You know, if I say something, I mean it.
And ma'am, all I can tell you to do is take a number, have a seat over there in our waiting area of the Department of FAFO. Because you are about to find out. So let's expose this demon. Because obviously, she is a fraud. Okay? She is a fraud. She tried to spin this negative narrative of being a racist grifter for as long as she could, and really, to tell you the truth, she didn't have any other type of plan B. And I was just so shocked because with all of this advice she's trying to give black women, right, you would think that she would have the ultimate plan. Since she's a quote-unquote white girl, she has to manifest as a white woman. You remember what she said? Okay, now let's start from this whole entire beginning of how we were introduced to her with her trad wife. And trad wife, if you don't know, means traditional wife. She made a video that went viral where she was projecting her anger, frustration, jealousy, and heartbreak onto the man that disappointed her. And she found a new way of trying to make a side hustle by presenting herself to be an all-American white national type of woman that fits that role, when obviously she is anything but that. And I don't have a channel where I down on people. I'm not trying to down on this woman, but I am trying to expose her for her lies and the negativity that she uses to try to put down my people. See, she wants you to think that she's like a Stepford wife. That's what she wants her base to think, this MAGA base that also falls in line to this utopia type of lifestyle of where women are just submissive and they come in as just quiet little virgins for their men to take advantage of and to do as they please. Movies like Mona Lisa show you that the real trad wife, or even Stepford wives, Mona Lisa Smiles, there's a lot of movies out there that give you a rundown of what a real traditional wife would have been like in like the 1950s era. There's a new movie that came out last year or the year before last called Don't Worry Darling, where these groups of incel men deprogram their very highly intelligent wives to become docile stay-at-home moms that didn't do anything but listen to their every command. It's very utopian. And you have to remember, utopia, it is like a fantasy with a shadow figure behind it of division, racism, hate. Someone like her, in my opinion, Nora Smith, even though I don't care for her, she's a black biracial woman married to a white man. And she is that trad wife. She projects that. Well, see, Nora Smith actually graduated from college, just like a lot of these real trad wives, traditional wives. These women actually went to colleges and universities, and they have social lives. Many of them are in sororities or nonprofit organizations. White women, black women. Think about Wesleyan University, Spelman University, Spelman College. They go to these schools not only to get their PhDs, but to also gain an MRS. There are many notable women that you and I both know of throughout history that are trad wives. Coretta Scott King is one. Yeah, she graduated from a great university, had a career as an opera singer, but she decided to stay home as a traditional wife to support her man. First Lady Jackie Kennedy Onassis. Same thing with her. Graduated from a great college, had a career as a photographer, and she decided to become a traditional wife. First Lady Michelle Obama. She had a career. She went to a great college, but she decided to have the traditional role. Raised the kids, became the first black first lady of the United States of America, supporting her husband, President Barack Obama. See, those are trad wives. Those are traditional wives. They have lives outside of the kitchen and the children. If they wanted to, they can get back into those roles at any time. They have a plan to support themselves. What she is what you would consider to be someone that, in my opinion, I feel like she's really aged in these past 2 years. She kind of looks like that Loeb creature that AI created. She's already looking so bad and so old already. And you can tell she financially struggles. Even in her omission on her video saying that she was being demonetized, you can see the defeat in her, because she now has a great responsibility of having to pay crew, production, the lights to function. And I was shocked because I looked up her background, and she has, to my knowledge, no college degree. Now please, all of you keyboard warriors, find out for me, because to me, I feel like this woman is a fraud. She is a fraud. Even her job that she got fired from when she used the N-word in her original video that went viral. See, she is the newest rising statistic in America, and that is the white unwed baby mama, and she's mad about that. She is mad about that. She wants to project to her base that she is a quote-unquote trad wife, but really she falls into a whole nother type of demographic. And she knows this. She's trying to lecture black women, and black women are out here trying to become the most educated, prioritizing education, because we know that we have to work 10 times as hard to get half of what she would be able to get. And this is the obsession and projection she has for black women. For her to put on blackface, put on nails, put on bamboo earrings and a bonnet. This is the reason why I say this woman has no education. She has no couth. She has no culture or anything. She is just winging it. in life. Okay? Yeah, we have bonnets. We also have church hats. We wear many types of head coverings and adornments. We wear cowgirl hats. And we're not a monolith. And for her to put something out there like that so racist, and for other people to find that amusing and not knowing that while she's trying to mimic black women wearing a bonnet, that comes from something historical here in the United States where black women were forced to cover their hair. Why? Because the white men in the New Orleans area couldn't keep their hands off of those mulatto women. And their white wives got jealous about it. And so they forced their husbands to create a law to make black women cover up. And as far as bamboo earrings, that is very cultural for us. We make the culture here in the United States. And it's so replicated. Not only here is it replicated and monetized, it's replicated and monetized all over the world. Bamboo earrings is just like pearl earrings for European women. The girl with the pearl earring, well, yeah, we've got the girl with the bamboo hoop. And that's a part of our culture. That's something that if you did derive from Africa as a foundational black American, that's something that you deem as beautiful culturally. Our First Lady Michelle Obama loves hoop earrings. But see, people have discovered again that you can profitize off of black pain. But let me know what you think. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to your comments in the comment section. Please have a great and wonderful day.
Welcome to Pop of Genius on Urban Politics. If you would like to join our community, please subscribe to the channel, like and share. If you want to support the channel or buy me a cup of coffee for my research time, Cash App $Pop of Genius Films, and thank you for all of your support.